Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to go through a delivery I had just now from the Cardin, which is a UK based company selling playing cards. They also have their own custom cards called Chances, or Good Pals. So they sell these on Kickstarter and through their own store. But these guys always deliver with that extra little touch in terms of packaging, which I really appreciate and like. Adds a little bit to the experience every time. So today I want to go through the Guardians of the Galaxy Theory 11 deck, but I also ordered at the same time a deck of Bicycle Mickey Mouse. The Mickey Mouse I'll do at some point in the future, probably the next one. But today I wanted to focus on the Guardians of the Galaxy, the latest Theory 11 deck. They do a huge amount of these Marvel tie-ins. There's been Spider-Man, Black Panther, got all the Avengers ones. Quite a large amount really. So it's good to see Guardians of the Galaxy because it's an ensemble cast and there's been 3 movies now, so there's more than enough in terms of content to pack out a deck. So the front of the tuck box, really nice kind of the retro styling that you see in Guardians all the time. We've got the full cast of Guardians there. Got Rocket, Mantis, Gamora, Groot, Drax, Star-Lord and Nebula. And they've gone for this kind of like rainbow metallic foil. So we've got the Guardians logo, the Marvel Studios logo, the cassette, and then it's kind of like just some kind of spaceship wiring and stuff like that there. The side just says Guardians of the Galaxy, and then the same on the other side, it's just the logo. Nothing really on the bottom. Doesn't look as much on the top, but the back of the deck, we've got their logo. We've got like the 6 main characters sort of in like a little, almost a shield design. And again we've got the cassette and more kind of circuitry and stuff like that, and then a star just in the middle there. Now, so we had the same, we went through some of the more recent decks that we've looked at, so like the Star Trek and the Wonka decks, where the back of the pack we're not getting as many hidden Easter eggs, we're not getting as much detail. It's kind of space themed, it's kind of relevant, but there used to be a lot more hidden detail in the back of these Theory 11 decks that we're just not seeing at the moment. It's also worth noting with this that the feel's got like a gloss to it, and I don't know if this is to do with the print they've used all the way around being this kind of metallic-y rainbow print, but the feel of the box, the quality is not the same like it used to be. There's a lot less embossing, and this is only using the two kind of foils. Yeah, it's a bit underwhelming. So let's have a look at the deck. So on the top there it says "We are Groot." If I can focus it. Oh. There's nothing on the inside of the tuck. No embossing or printing on the inside there. So the back of the card, they've gone for like a yellow and purple, which is quite different to the back of the tuck box there, but I think the kind of gradient they've used is very retro. The colour scheme's nice. The back of the deck is actually quite a bit nicer than the back of the tuck, I think. I don't think this rainbow foil stuff adds much to it. So the Joker we've got, Awesome Mix Volume 1 was out of the first movie. Cassette tape kind of unraveling there. We've got one of his ships. I'll figure out which one that is and I'll put it down at the bottom. I think that's the more recent ship out of Guardians 3. So the Ace of Spades is the same artwork used on the front of the tuck box. It's got a couple of extra little bits of detail around the edge, and it's kind of in a spade motif sort of shape, but it's brown and black. Don't really know what to think about that, to be honest. It's a bit lackluster. The pips are all bog standard. So the Jack of Spades, we've got Ronan. The Queen of Spades, we've got Aisha. And the King of Spades, we've got the High Evolutionary. So it's nice to see a set of villains. The last few Theory 11 decks are kind of skipped over villains. The artwork's nice. They are quite easy to identify in terms of the characters from the movies. They're in kind of more traditional poses for the King, Queen and Jack. The border is quite nice, but again they've not gone to town with any hidden details or extra embellishments or anything like that. The Ace of Diamonds, we've got Groot, and again the diamonds are very bog standard cards. So the Jack of Diamonds is Kraglin, but in his form from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, where he's already got his fin and his arrow. The Queen is Mantis, and then the King of Diamonds is Drax. And again, there's no real hidden details, but they are nice. The artwork's nice. So the King of Clubs, we've got Adam Warlock. The Queen is Nebula, and the Jack is Ego, who was Peter's dad and the main villain in Volume 2. And then the Ace of Clubs is Cosmo. So the Hearts, King of Hearts, we've got Star-Lord and then Peter Quill. So this is the only card that they've chosen to do anything like that with his kind of alter ego, which is nice. It's just a little bit more depth. This is the sort of thing I would expect to see more of, but they've just decided not to. The Queen of Hearts, we've got Gamora, and then the Jack, we've got Yondu. And then, yeah. So even with this card compared to the Jack of Diamonds, where it's essentially the same, apart from his Kraglin, on Yondu's at least it's got a bit of embellishment as to the arrow kind of flying around him, which was his thing. And the Ace of Hearts is Rocket. Yeah, even the gaff cards, they've done absolutely nothing with them. So this is kind of a bit of a sad noticeable trend of the last few decks of Theory 11 cards we've looked at, that it's just kind of a bit lackluster all of a sudden. I don't really know if there's something going on with them, or what. There's an art problem, or they've just got more projects they can handle at the moment. I'm not really sure what's going on. I mean, the card stock's the same, but it's the levels of quality that seem to be coming out of Theory 11 at the minute are all over the place. They're not where they used to be, in my opinion, which is a shame. But again, it's the artwork that we do have is nice. It just feels like 2 years ago this would have been full of Easter eggs. There would have been more things hidden. There would have been a custom pip or something like that, and we're just not getting it anymore. I don't really know why. I don't know what's going on with them. It's a bit of a shame. But yeah, that's the Guardians of the Galaxy deck. I will put it with my other Marvel ones, but it might be interesting to pull out an older Marvel deck and go through it and just sort of see what the difference is in terms of the little hidden things and the extra levels of detail that they put into some of them that's just not in this one. It's a bit of a shame really, but yeah, hopefully we've got some more exciting decks coming up soon.